So basically we have two laws when it comes to entry. Okay, we have two laws when it comes to entry. Number one law is that we must enter 3 pips above or below a breakout candle. Right, we must enter 3 pips above or below a breakout candle. What does that simply mean? If that's for the disabled, so now for this is an example of a disabled candle. Okay, now your entry must be 3 pips above. That means a disabled candle, first of all, is a candle that does not have any wick, right, or has a small wick. So you have to be entering 3 pips above this very breakout candle, if this was to be a breakout candle. So the second rule is that that for abled candle, or that's for complete candles, you should be entering on the high or the low of the breakout candle. All right, you should be entering 3 pips on the if and only if the wick is longer than 3 pips. That means that if for a bullish setup now where you have to enter a buy stop over here, you should make sure that that's the distance, that this wick that we are seeing here, it is 3 pips. Okay, if it is more than 3 pips or it is 3 pips, you should be entering on, you should place your buy stop order just on top of it. You should place your buy stop order just on top of it. So the same applies to the sell setup, and of course you know that your stop loss has to be 3 pips away from the low. For a complete candle, it has to be 3 pips away from the low. Then for an incomplete candle, it has to be 3 pips away from the close of that, or from the open or whatever of that candle that's under for bullish setup. So now for bearish setup, 3 pips above or below. Now for in bearish setup, we're looking at below for entry. Okay, so now if for that, this we're talking about the disabled. In this scenario, for the disabled, it has to be 3 pips. It has to be 3 pips underneath of your bearish candle. That's for the disabled. Okay, 3 pips underneath of your bearish. So the complete candle, the candle that has a wick, all right, it has to be, if this you now measure the wick, all right, if the wick is up to 3 pips, all right, you place it just on top of the, or just below the wick. All right, and of course your stop loss for an abled or a complete candle is usually 3 pips away from the low or the high in this scenario, away from the high. While for your disabled your disabled candle that has a small wick or no wick at all, it has to be 3 pips. It has to be 3 pips away. Thank you.